Hey, it's Dawn with the Simply Southern Real Estate team at Southern Classic Realtors. And today I wanted to talk to you about relationships in a real estate transaction. And so most of the time when someone hears the term a real estate agency, they think about the company. Okay, I'm going to go over to real estate agency ABC and find me a great realtor. But actually, agency is the relationship that you have with the broker or the real estate salesperson or professional. So there are two types, the two broad types of agency in a real estate transaction are client agency and customer agency, or client relationship and customer relationship, and they're very different. So in a client relationship, you are going to receive a higher level of service from your real estate professional. They are your legal agent in the transaction. Not only will they identify properties for you to see, and they will show you the properties and talk about all the aspects of the property and point out maybe potential issues that may occur down the road, or hey, did you see the water stain on the ceiling, things like that. They are going to get you from point A, which is showing you a property, to point B, which is giving you the keys at closing. And there are a lot of responsibilities that real estate professional will have as your client, or in your client relationship, let's say. Now, if you're a customer, same thing. They can open the door, they can show you the property. This is where it gets different. From getting you from the contract to the closing is going to be a lot different than if you're a client. They can say, okay, Mr. Buyer, here's the form. What would you like for me to put in this blank? How much, what sales price do you want me to fill in? When do you want to close? Okay, are you getting financing? What type of financing? So you don't have a lender. Okay, well, I can give you a list of lenders. So they can give you the basics. They can give you public information, but they cannot negotiate on your behalf, and they cannot advise you. They can't use their experience. They can't use their education to help guide you from the beginning of that transaction to the end of that transaction. Excuse the background noise. So it's really going to be important that you understand the difference between client and customer. My guess is if you're paying a real estate professional to represent you, you're going to want the client relationship. You're going to want their all. You're going to want their top game. And I don't blame you. So, and now let's talk about relationships. When is that relationship established? So that relationship is established when you sign a written agreement with that real estate professional. Now, it can be a real estate agreement that states you want the client relationship or the customer relationship. Each one of those documents now are going to contain very specific components. There will be a term. How long do you want to work with this real estate professional? Do you want them to show you one house? Do you want them to show you one specific house? Do you want them to help you identify houses and share information on different houses? Look for off-market properties for you. How long do you anticipate your search to take? So it can be for, again, one house. It can be for 1 week. It can be for 1 month. It can be for 1 year. That is something that you and the real estate professional will need to negotiate and figure out what that term will be. The other thing that it needs to contain is how much will that real estate professional be compensated, and how will that compensation be paid? So again, compensation is negotiable. It always has been. It is a blank on a form. That is what you work out with your real estate professional. So that is the technical beginning of the agency relationship, is when that agreement is signed. But let's think about that. Would you want to get to know this professional first before you sign that agreement? Of course you would. Perhaps this real estate professional was referred to you. Always a great idea. Ask your friends, your family, your coworkers, do you know of a great real estate professional that I can enlist their help? Ask very specific questions when you do meet the realtor. How long have they been in the business? What are their qualifications? What are their minimum service standards? What are their values? You want to know that. You want to make sure you're working with someone that's going to look out for your best interest, particularly if you are seeking that client relationship. And again, you want to make sure you have someone confident working for you as a customer relationship as well. They just can't do as much for you in that capacity. So before signing an agreement, talk to them, interview them, meet with them, have a buyer consultation or a seller listing appointment before you sign on the dotted line, so that when you do sign on that dotted line and you create that agreement, you're comfortable and you are ready to rock and roll with your home search. Now, why is this really important? Because August 17th, a new standard of practice is being implemented in the state of Georgia and across the United States. Real estate professionals will no longer be able to show you a property. They will not be able to walk you in the front door of a home, across the property line of vacant land, or even do a video tour for you without some type of written agreement that states those things I just talked about. So don't wait till the last minute and hustle and then, okay, I'm going to sign this agreement with you because I really want to see this house. I really think this is the one. And then you find out maybe that wasn't such a great fit after all, and you're in this agreement with someone. Be proactive. Go ahead. If you're even thinking about buying a house, talk to real estate professionals and find out what the game plan is. What do you need to do? What are the first steps if you've never bought a house before? If you've got to sell a house to buy a house, it's a different market than it was 2 years ago. That is possible now. Talk to your local real estate professionals. Talk to several. You want to make sure that you find the right fit with the right person that's going to help you make probably one of the most largest investments that you will ever make in your lifetime, which is an investment in real estate. So do your homework. Talk to real estate professionals. Of course, we would love for you to call us and get to know us at the Simply Southern Real Estate team. But we are here to answer your questions and give you any information that you may need as you start your journey in the real estate world. Have a great day.